Justin Bieber used to be a woman? Hello and welcome to the Gary Lynch Show with me, Gary Lynch. And these are the stories that piqued my interest today. First up, North Korea threatens the US again over some idle fucking comments from Obama, in which he said a couple of weeks ago that North Korea is the most cut-off country on earth, which is a fact. His comments were well justified, but of course North Korea got the hump about this, just like they did about the interview. It's North Korea with small man syndrome. I mean, they are like fucking 2-foot hobbits after all. They've threatened to use conventional weapons, nuclear strikes and cyber warfare. You're full of shit, North Korea. You can't fire your rockets more than 50 yards. Go fuck yourselves. They're running their mouths trying to make themselves look good in front of their people. It's only a matter of time before someone just kicks their fucking arse and just shows them what's what. It's just like that bully at school who thinks he's rock hard till some quiet kid comes along and just bashes him. It's the same fucking thing, just on a bigger scale. And next up, in Japan, a junior child pop star who's 12 years old is now in a coma after inhaling helium on a TV show. Now, due to legal reasons, they won't release the girl's name, but she's currently in hospital in intensive care, all from inhaling helium, and doctors seem to think it might be potentially an embolism, which is basically an artery getting clogged by a foreign body, or a possible air bubble, which obviously if she had some sort of rupture in her lungs previously, or even the pressure of the helium itself could have punctured the lungs. And we all know once air directly gets straight into the bloodstream, it can cause heart attacks. If you didn't know that, now you know something. You learned something today, didn't you? Well, even the TV producers of that show turning around and saying, on the gas canister itself, it was marked for adult use only. This girl was 12 years old, and you irresponsible cunts let her fucking suck directly from the canister, and you put her in a hospital. Hopefully this girl pulls through and she doesn't die from this, you scummy cunts. And next up, 6 people are killed and 15 injured after a car is stuck on a railroad crossing. As soon as the train hit the car, both the carriage and the car just burst into flames. The thing that's fucked up, the driver, she gets out of the car, checks the back end, sees that it's over the line, and decides to get back in the car to try and get out of it. She and all the passengers should have got out of the car and just watched the car smash, but instead they stayed in the car and tried to get out, and they all died. According to witnesses on the train, once the crash happened and the train came to a stop, no one knew what was going on, but there's since smoke coming into the carriages. People are struggling to breathe. The air ventilation was cut off. No one knew what was going on until they seen people shouting from the outside saying there's fire on the train, get out, get out. There was between 50 and 60 ambulances on the scene with over 400 people on board the train. They had to use dental records to identify some of the bodies. That's how hot the fire must have been to charcoal the bodies that bad. And next up, an Atlanta barbershop called Rusty Fred are giving old man style haircuts to naughty children, and it's actually went fucking viral. I love it. The barbers took pictures of these miserable kids after they've had their old man haircuts, and it just went fucking viral. This is a fucking awesome punishment for those naughty kids, and I hope more barbershops start doing it. Fucking well done, lads. And lastly, Dr. James Manny, who's a fucking pastor who actually influences people, turned around and states on his YouTube channel, don't let your son cut off his penis. Exhibit A, Justin Bieber, who he quotes as a woman who cut his breasts off and now regrets it. What? Mate, what kind of fucked up drugs are you on? Because clearly you need to be selling this. You'd be a fucking millionaire. Because I had to say that once they cut their breasts off, you can't grow them back. So when they get to 20 and they want to grow their breasts back, they can't, and they're going to regret it for the rest of their lives. And he won't let any kid under his care cut off their penis or cut off their breasts, just like Justin Bieber. Mate, fuck off. What are you on, mate? Fuck's sake. He's originally from North Carolina and he's currently a pastor in New York City at the ATLAH World Missionary Church. So if you know anyone that goes there, get him fucking out of there quick. This geezer's brainwashing idiots with his fucking stupidity. Fucking Mongol. When I first read this story, I thought, yeah, it's an excuse to rip on Justin Bieber. Nah, I ended up sticking up for this little cunt, because just looking at the video, which you should check out in the comments down below, words can't describe the stupidity coming out of this geezer's mouth. Please go check it out and just come back here and comment. Your first reactions, just write it down in the comments, because wow, is all I gotta say. People like this actually survived the millions of other sperm hitting the egg. This cunt comes out. And that's it for the Gary Lynch Show. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, subscribe down below. Check out my previous video there. Not Michael.
There you go. Check out my sexual partner there.
He's so nice. If you're already subscribed though, thumbs up for you. Have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Boosh! Have a good evening. Check out my top 10 videos tomorrow. No, fuck it, just keep it safe. Well, I really started in work, like, little bro walking. He looked at me like half his shot and he went, the fuck? He went, I was like, yeah, that's a start. He's just laughing. A possible air bubble. Bloodstream. Fuck me, that was hard. She stopped on a zebra crossing. Derp!
People couldn't walk around. Helium was fucked.
You can tell my brain's fried from work, man.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Can't think. They've had to use dental records to identify some of the bodies. That's how hot the fire should have been. That's how hot.
The fire must have been.
Must have been. Thank you. That's the word. Thank you.
Two brains can do it.
Oh, 2 brains thinking out loud.